Ites whale is sepoiol, Coquitlam ed hall tunasqui, tlitsnack, Coquitlam tumach. Ossium to sietst, eat nalton e machnatin on me sep, Coquitlam e tunash, Coquitlam Lake e Yahweh Sment. Honored friends, relatives, and visitors, welcome to the ancestral unceded lands of the Coquitlam people. Coquitlam is my traditional given name, and Ed Hall is my English name. Hi, Sepka.
My people here are very old. We have been the Coquitlam Watershed from beginning of time.
Traditionally, it used to be pronounced kʷikʷəန့lm. The word's been around with us for thousands of years. It's named after a well-red sockeye salmon that used to be plentiful and used to actually come up to this lake.
It was one of the earliest runs known in BC. And there's so many that was there, they could grab a rock and they could skip that rock across and they would go off the backs of those salmon that were there.
Elders have seen where the culture has disappeared for a long time due to everything that has happened through the residential school systems.
I thank the Creator that I'm here today because our numbers dwindled down to such low levels, and historically there was a family on every stream and creek within the territories.
We couldn't practice our culture no more. We couldn't practice the language. We couldn't help the lands no more, and we watched it change. We watched the sockeye be taken away. This wasn't always a lake. Our home, they call it Cedar Creek. That's where the fish used to spawn in those areas. When the dam went in, the water rised and it went underwater. 100 years later, after all this went through, Coquitlam people stepped forward again. And one of the things that we engaged on was the sockeye.
There is a DNA link to that old-time salmon that used to be there.
DNA was found to be the original sockeye from 100 years ago. When they built the dam, the fish that were there got trapped and they changed into kokanee. So the original Coquitlam people, our name, was still alive.
Say, welcome home, kʷikʷəḻł. Go home, baby. Yeah, I did it.
Warriors like myself and this Chief and Council have the mandate to protect again. And we've come forward and done just that. Small community, big heartbeat.
We manage our own lands now, and it is not bound by Canada rules. The laws of the land can be looked at from different perspectives. From an Indigenous perspective, it's laws that are self-sustaining, like abundance is around, but not to take too much of it. My aspirations are to help bring connectivity to the lands and the lakes, the waters here, and also to work collaboratively with the local governments, so we can all achieve goals and work on projects and that works for everybody.
We have a connection with Earth, trees, water. We are in sync with them. They are our partners in life. They understand our sorrow. There's lots of pain my people have gone through. So when we come up to this watershed especially, we come up to heal.
Part of my healing journey is just going out to the river. As a member of Coquitlam Nation, I draw my energy from the river because it's been here for thousands of years. It's carved the territory the way that it is. When I'm really feeling down on myself or things feel like it's hopeless, I go back to the river to draw that energy.
This is our place of power. When you heal, you go to the woods. We go to our ancestors, and that's what we call them. You speak what's on your mind. You let it go, and they absorb it and make it so that a new day is there and you can deal with it. The water has that same power. My little guy speaks the language. He says it to us like it's nothing. I want to go to the watershed. And to hear that is worth all the hard work that we do. To be guardians, and that's what I feel that I am in this watershed, and to continue on with the balance. Nobody could ever pay anything to me that would ask me to give that up.